And I don't know it because I see it. I know because I hear it. Somebody say, I am great. Dreamers, y'all gonna help us out with this one?
Give us ears to hear what the Spirit is saying. Not our will, God, but your will be done. God, we catch your presence even now. Thank you, Holy Ghost. We ask you, God, to wash us with your word till we become whiter than snow. Purge us with his hyssop. Cleanse us, God. Yes. Make us ready. Let your word change who we are. That we become the sons and daughters you called us to be. Father, we give you the name, the praise, and the honor. Because you're God all by yourself. Hallelujah. You don't need no help. Hallelujah. Come on, bless the name of the Lord. Hallelujah. What a refreshing God we serve in the Spirit. We love God for being God. We thank God. We're going to read the scriptures. So if you would stand just a few minutes, I give you plenty of time to sit. We just stand for a few minutes and we'll read the text. One of the things that I do love is that when we have an honor for God's presence, something I noticed that just put it out there, Sister Vicky always does is when the man of God comes in, she stands. That's an honor to, honor that has been lost in the house of God. Yes. Unfortunately, not because we're somebody special, but honoring the God that is working inside of us. If you honor the God that works inside the man or woman of God, God will honor you. Because you honor the anointing. It is not about the person. It's about the anointing that rests inside of you. So we thank God for that. And also, we want to honor God's word. God's word is being read. We can stand to say we're in agreement with what God is saying. I'm standing on the word. You can stand in plenty of places, but if you stand in the word, you will not be moved. I'm going to say it again. You can stand in plenty of places in your life, but if you stand on the word of God, you will not be moved. Oh, I can shout on that one. That wasn't even in the text. Hallelujah. But I can shout on that. And so if we want to do that, we want to stand for the reading of the word and just do what we do. Is that right? Is that all right? All right. We're going to go to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1. A familiar text, but we're going to grab it kind of in the middle. And for time's sake, I'm not going to read it all. We'll start in verse, 8, 9, somewhere down there. But get a chance to read the first 8 or 9 verses before. Our thought is really dealing with what's in the meat or the middle of the text. Most of the time when we preach this about Samuel birth, we focus on Hannah and Peninnah and disgruntledness. I already know there's plenty of disgruntledness in the family. We focus on that and how Peninnah was hating on her. You always gonna have some haters. In case you don't read it, I'm giving the synopsis. He has some haters on you. Sometimes your biggest haters are in your family.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
I know it's true because soon you get saved for real, they hate on you.
Yes, Lord.
They hate for you to do kingdom. They hate for you to go to the house of God. They hate for you to give. They hate for you. Come on. They just hate on you. They don't even know why they hate. They just hate. Somebody need to hear that. They just hate on you. But we have those type of things in the family. But God always provided. As parts of the first verses talked about Elkanah, he provided for them and they were sacrificing. And we picked it up. Let's pick it up around verse 9. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 9. I'll give you a little bit over and then go back and read it when you get home. That's your homework. And it reads, so Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord, and she was in bitterness of soul, and prayed unto the Lord, and wept sore. And she vowed a vow, and said, O Lord of hosts, if you will indeed look upon my affliction of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget your handmaid, but will give unto her, your handmaiden, a male child. I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there no razor come upon his head. And it came to pass, as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spoke in her heart only, her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought, she had been drunk. And Eli said to her, how long will you be drunk? Put away your wine from you. And Hannah answered and said, no, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Count not thou handmaiden for a daughter of Belial of worthlessness, for out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken hereto. Then Eli answered and said, go in peace, and the God of Israel grant you your petition that you have asked of him. And she said, let your handmaiden find grace in your sight. So that the woman went her way and did eat, and her countenance was no more sad. And they rose up in the morning early and worshipped before the Lord, and returned and came to the house of Raymond. And Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. I think we read one more verse. Wherefore it came to pass that when the time was come, about after Hannah had conceived, she bore a son and called his name Samuel, saying, because I have asked him of the Lord. May the Lord have blessed and read us, hears and doers of his word. You may be seated. I read one extra verse so you can know his name. And his name was Samuel. Samuel. I want to talk to you from a thought today. Prayer that causes the unseen to be seen. Prayer that causes the things that are not seen to be seen. Prayer is the communication between us and God. What is unseen is eternal, and what is seen is temporal. I want to give you those basic definitions so you can understand the picture that we're laying out today, because I'm perceiving that many of us are praying, but not praying with understanding, and neither are we experiencing the manifestation of our prayers. And many of us, we've been praying for some things a long time, but still have not seen the manifestation of the things we've been praying for. Is anybody tired of praying for things and not seeing it come to pass? We're going to talk today. You've been praying about some things. There's some children you've been praying for. There's some grandbabies you've been praying for. There have been some things in your life you've been praying for but have not seen the manifestation yet. Shake your neighbor and say, he's talking to you. Yeah. As I'm waking up, he's talking to you. He's talking to you. You've been praying about it. Matter of fact, right about now, you're tired of praying about it because it had not come to pass yet, and you're trying to figure out what's really going on. But the truth is, there's some stuff that we've been praying for. It has not come to pass yet. In Corinthians it says, so we have fixed our eyes on the things that is seen, but not on the things that are unseen. But if we fix our mind, and paraphrasing, we fix our mind on the things that are unseen instead of the things that we see, then maybe we'll get what we're asking for. Let's make it plain. Simply talk to God until the promises that he said manifest in your life. Stop looking at your situation and allow your situation to dictate to you what God is saying about your situation. Then I want to pose some questions today. I want to pose, I guess, this question. which is very important on the text. It's very important for us to get this. Very important for us to get this question. I want you to think about this one. Think about it. Somebody say, think about it.
Think about it.
Think about this question. I want you to think about, maybe, contrary to most beliefs, that prayer is not enough. Maybe just praying is not enough. It's a good start. But I want to tell you, maybe it's not enough. I'm saying that because we're going to look at this text and we're going to see how Hannah gets her baby.
All right.
You got some babies that you're waiting to enter in out of the heavenlies into this realm. But you've been praying about it, it still hadn't been in manifestation. Maybe then praying is not enough. Yeah, I got to scratch your head now. What this preacher going to say next? Now that I have your attention, we'll look at the text and see how she dealt with her situation. But what I want to talk to you first, her name, Hannah, means grace and favor. It's important because she's operating in a place of unmerited likeness of God. The word favor means not just you get stuff, but it really says for this text, he likes her. I want to talk to you today that it's something when God likes you. See, he's mandated to love you because he's God. But when he likes you, that changes things. Matter of fact, you know what I'm talking about. There's some folks that you love, but sometimes you really don't like them. Yeah. So she wasn't just loved by God, but she was liked by God.
Yes, Lord.
So much so that she got a name, Hannah. It's important to have a good name. Hannah, watch out for names because name means something. And name means something. The song said, my name is victory. Yeah, something to have a name meaning victory. Something with a name like victory, God does things for folks who got a name like victory. Because victory, you're already triumphant. Everybody don't know what I'm talking about, but some folks know what I'm talking about. It's good to have a good name. I know she could have been called a lot of other things. She just could have been called Han. That would have gave her the part of favor. Han, just a little bit of unmarried. That means, God thinks about, but really, I like that he likes me. So what you call is important. It's good that you be called, watch this, mighty men of God. That's why when I relate to the men of God, when I really speak into their heart, I send them text sometimes and I say, mighty man of God. When we speak to the women of God, we say, awesome women of God. It's good to have a good name placed on you. I don't know what your mama called you, daddy called you. I don't know what they call you, but it's good to have a good name. Good to have a good name, to be known in a good name. Her name was Hannah. So she started out real good in her prayer because she was connected to someone, to God who liked her. Wasn't just mandated to love her. I would shout right there if I was you. Because if God likes you, that means extra. If your ways please me, ask what you will. That means you have favor with God. He likes me. Tell you that he likes me. He likes me. He likes me. If he don't like you, you might not want to say he likes you. But if your ways please him, then he likes you. He likes you. You're the apple of his eye. He's looking at you. Now, where is this thing at? I don't want to miss nothing today. I got a note or two. I love this. Hannah, she's looking for a a blessing. She knows who she is. The scripture says they had sacrificial meal, which means they were in communion together. The Greek word koinonia, they were fellowshipping together. I believe the start of her process of getting her prayers answered was that she found time to spend with Jesus. Can I tell you something? One of the main ingredients for your prayers to be answered is you find time to spend with the Lord. And I'm convinced many of us are just running to Him at those times and just asking Him, Lord, I want this, Lord, I want that. And you know, He is not your sugar daddy. He only pours out favor to those in relationship with Him. And not only does He spend time with the Lord, but she spent time with other believers. She was in the house of God. Which then tells me that you have to be in the place that when you have to be there. For there's a appointed place for the believers to assemble yourself together as often as the sun is. I don't have to go to church on Wednesdays. You know, because I know the Lord. That's why your prayer's not being answered. Because you come when you want to come. The scripture says they had appointed time to be together, and then they came together at the appointed time. Tell somebody there is an appointed time to get together. Yeah. The strength comes in our unity. We're stronger together. Do you understand that separate, yeah, we can deal with a few things, but together we're more empowered? We're more effective. Synergy says that, listen, I'm greater when I'm connected to you. I can do more. I can do greater things. I told you before, you know, we know about the chemical connection with water. H2O, hydrogen, right? And what? Oxygen to make water, H2O. You put them separately on a fire, you got a problem. You put hydrogen on the fire, you got an explosion. You put oxygen on the fire, you got an expansion. But you put them together, put them on the fire, you get it quenched. So in other words, what I'm saying to you, when we separate away from each other, we give the devil more power. But when we get together, we can force together and we can triumph over that bully. All I can think of, I need you and you need me. We're all a part of God's family. We're stronger together. That's why the devil don't want you here. He don't want you here this morning. That's why you have to press your way in. You have to fight past some stuff. Because you know if you ever get in the group of other believers, you're going to be more effective. So the problem, some of our problems, the reason why our prayers are not answered because we're not together. Oneness. Unity. That's why some of our prayers are not being answered yet. Oh, that was easy, Apostle. Thank you. She got to the right place. She was in position. She was in place. She served God. She was in koinonia. And then she began to cry out. In the crowd. Now, meanwhile, you got to see the picture because the preacher, Eli, he's in a position as he always was. The scripture says he was on his post. He was there day and night. But she began to cry out because she wanted to get what was unseen into her sight. And the only way you can get to what unseen into your sight is to begin to cry out to God. But watch this. But I was looking at Eli and I had a problem because he was always in his post, in his place, but was okay with what he had. There's a lot of times we're doing church and we're settling for what you see, which is temporary. You're doing church, you're coming in, going out, there's no pull, there's no call for more. She was calling for more. More of Jesus, more of Him, growing in God, expand my territory. We want to say something, God, expand my territory. But we don't want to do what it takes to expand the territory. One way to expand the territory, you got to get around somebody who's going to press you, who's going to push you, who's going to cut on you, and know that God, he will be God all by himself. You got to be willing to be cut on. The children of Israel could not go into the promise of God until they got circumcised. Yeah, you need a new cut. Well, I've been saved for 20 years, 30 years. Maybe you need to get cut again. Because your foreskin is showing up again. Your flesh is showing up. Because all I see is flesh. You like Eli. You've been sitting around the house, but you ain't been changing. All that church and still no change. That kind of made me just, I was thinking about Eli. Like, man, you're in the house the whole time, and you ain't tapped into the unseen. Oh, you was okay. You was okay with the scene. You got sons that was in the house. His own children was just doing flesh. And he wasn't checking nothing because he got familiar with God, common with God. And unfortunately, we're common with God because we're religious. Yeah, I ain't religious. I know the Lord. No, you don't, because if you knew him, you would let him cut on you. Because every time he wants to cut on you, you just hopping around. And you know what I'm talking about, hopping from church to church. I want to see the unseen. I have to do things I hadn't done before. I got to go farther. She's crying out. But she's crying out from the inside. She's calling on the Lord from the inside. There are times you got to cry out without making a sound. Just for argument's sake, I want to tell you something. Listen, there are times you need to pray without other folks hearing your prayer. Yeah. There are some prayers it need to be between you and Jesus. Because if some folks hear about your prayer, they say they for you. They say they're with you. But the truth is, as soon as they see God start to do something that breaks through the heaven, they begin to say other things and talking about you. I tell you, you're going to always have haters. And then you have folks who misinterpret things. For example, Eli. She's crying out to God. She's talking to God. Matter of fact, hold on a second. When the last time you really poured out to God? Till you emptied yourself. I'm talking about where you ain't worried about nobody, looking at you. You just emptying yourself. The snot is coming. Your tears are flowing. You're rocking. Though can't hardly stand still with God. I'm talking about that kind of prayer. See, because she was waiting for a while to receive what was in the unseen. Because folks who was around her, they were producing babies all the time. You read it, but Naya had a bunch of kids. She had a bunch of stuff that was manifesting, but she didn't have no kids. No promises. So when you really get down to business, when you're really for real with God, you'll go there. You'll go there if you got to stay there all day long. When you really want the Holy Ghost for real, I just think about when I first got filled with the Holy Ghost and I knew the evidence, I stayed in God's presence. I stayed all morning long to the afternoon, and I'm praying and I'm calling on the name of the Lord. And God, so I got tired. I was praying and I was just tired. I was praying. It was almost like God was saying, how much more can you go? How much farther can you go? How bad do you really want it? I see Hannah praying and talking to the Lord, and the Lord said, how bad do you really want it? How bad do you want what's unseen to manifest in your sight? How bad do you want the eternal things of God? How bad do you want it? Her soul was anguished. Her soul was pressed. Her mind was pressed. Her will was pressed. Her emotions was pressed. You ain't really praying to your emotions are pressed, till you don't have no more cry in you. You just there. That's all I have. I need it. If it's going to be done, you won't have to do it because I don't have no more fight in me. You know, you've been praying about that knucklehead boy of yours all this time. God, I don't have no more fight in me, God. I need for you to do it, God. You know you've been praying for that gal all this time. She still ain't came in. I don't have no more fight in me. God, you won't have to do it. I'm talking about that kind of prayer. We don't have nothing else to muster up. Yeah, she was in that place. And she was in that place for a while. And I believe that's what God wants us in order for the prayer to come to pass. He wants us in that place that you have no more fight in you. That you now, you say to him, like she said, you are the Lord of hosts. You are the Lord of army. If there's going to be any fight going on, it's got to be you. Because I just don't have no more punch. I don't have no more power. If it's going to be done, God, it's just going to have to be you. Don't think she just said anything just to be saying anything. She said, you are the Lord of hosts. You're the Lord of armies. You're the Lord that battles. The battling God. He's a warring God. Yes. You know, I was just thinking about God, all those things I've been praying for. You know, God, you're the only one who can bring it to pass. And the truth is, oftentimes we're fighting the wrong fight anyway. You think you can tell them how to do it and they're going to do it. You know, little kids grown now. They ain't listening to us. You might as well be bumping your head against the wall. You might as well get in the closet and tell Jesus about it. God, that boy ain't going to do it, and you know he ain't going to do it except you do it for him. He couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag, God. You know how to do this thing. You have some personal battles that only God can fight for you. You're in that place, you got to get in there and say, God, you're the only one that can fight for me. Are you tired of fighting for yourself? You're in a ring that you can't win by yourself. Man, you got to act like, you know, some of y'all used to watch wrestling, you know, they bounce off them ropes. She walk by and he go by his party, he go, tag you in. Jesus, shove up in the ring. Look at Jesus in your ring. Yeah, look at him in your ring. And the devil up in the corner, just cowering and bowing down. Don't worry, God got this one on your behalf. Maybe the problem is you hadn't tagged Jesus, say, God, you it. I want the unseen to be seen. These are the things I need to do. Long term, she's praying, crying out. And then Eli looked at her and said, you drunk? There's going to always be folks who misinterpret what you're doing. And you're going to always have folks that think that you're doing what you're doing for your own benefit. And I want to plug this one in because they have audacity, because you're serving the leadership and you're doing things for the leader. Yeah, there she is, she's going sucking up again. Woo! Misinterpreting what you're doing. Because everything that you do for leadership, you're doing it unto God. Because the truth is, I don't have nothing to pay you with. I'm trying to get my own pay, baby. I want to be paid by God. The only one that can pay us is the Lord. So what you do is for the Lord. Don't be thrown out when folks misinterpret what you do.
Amen. That's good, Apostle.
Looking at you, trying to say the reason why you're doing what you do. In all our bases. trying to prophesy to you all off basis. Trying to give you word of wisdom all off basis. And sometimes we buy into it. But listen, Hannah didn't buy into it, but sometimes we buy into it. And we don't become who God wants us to become because of what was said to us. So the Lord said, look, the thing that you're seeing and what they're saying to you, he said, don't receive it. I don't care if the preacher said something. Listen, if I come by and give you a word and I've missed it, pray for me. Don't receive it. Pray for me. Oh, he tried, Lord. He tried. We praying for him. He don't come along. You know what I'm saying? Eli was the same way. He missed it. The scripture says, even he says, you prophesy in part, you get partial, you get a little light. And I saw in the word, he saw her lips was moving. And he knew she was saying something, but he perceived that she was talking to herself. And watch this. And religious folks think that you're talking to yourself when you're really talking to Jesus. That's the reason why they tell you when you say something, I'm blessed, and they know that you got problems at home, and you still say that I'm blessed. And you still say that God is making a way. God is turning things around, even though they cannot see it. They say, what's wrong with you? You know that your situation is crazy. Because they don't understand what God's word is saying, so you're saying what God is saying. Speak those things that be not as though it were. I claim my blessing based off of what the word of God says. He said he's with me. And that all things are working together for the good. For my good. Why? Because I love the Lord. Let me say it to you again. The only reason why all things work together for the good is because you have to love God. If you don't love God, then that's a problem. And case two, you got to not only you love God, but you have to hate what he hates. You have to be the same mind of God. And this same mind being Christ Jesus also be the same mind of God. She has the mind of God, watch this, because she refused to hear what the enemy was saying. Though the scripture that did not say that the devil was speaking through him, we know he was at least talking through the flesh. Because he could not discern what was going on in the spirit. If you cannot discern the things of the spirit, then you're talking of the flesh. So she said, wait a minute. Do not perceive what I'm saying or doing as worthless, or sinful, or fleshly. There are times that you're going to release something or say something, speaking to God. Sometimes you walk in and talk. Anybody ever walk and talk to God? Or driving and talk to God? I'm sure a bunch of folks think I was crazy because there was a lot of times I was just driving and talking to God. And it didn't help the time that he decided to just his spirit move in there with me. It got crowded and all of a sudden tears are flowing and I can't hardly see the road. Now, you don't know God until you have one of them encounters while you're driving. Don't get for real with God. Praying and driving at the same time, you can't see nothing. I'm trying to find a place to pull over, Lord. Right now, you're going to have to drive because I can't see anything. See, some of y'all look at me strange because you ain't had that encounter yet. But when you have that one, and then you'll know God is real. And then you get to working and your eyes are red because this is what they did to me. So I get inside the house. They say, what's wrong with you? Did something bad happen? They're interpreting in the flesh. I'm like, what are you talking about? God is good. They're like, well, it looked like your mouth is moving, but ain't nothing coming out. Eli's spirit shows up. Into the Eli's spirit shows up. Do not get caught up with that spirit. Don't let it stop you from praying. Don't let it stop you from declaring. Guess what else she did? The scripture said when she was praying, she did. You got to catch this. She vowed a vow. And at first I thought, well, that means, she promised something. The Lord said, yes, but listen. He said, I said it twice. She promised a promise. She made a promise to a promise. She made a promise to a promise. The Lord said, you need to make some promises when you pray to me.
All right.
He said, I want you to sacrifice. I want you to fellowship with me. I want you to come together. I want you to, unify. I want you to pray. I want you to cry. He said, but I want you to make me some promises. Because I made you some promises. Yeah, the reason why some of our prayers have not been answered because you didn't make God no promises. And you think it don't make him no different. Yes, it does. He said, she made a promise to a promise. And I just for about 3 seconds, I want to talk to you about your promises. Your vows that you're making with God. You're making promises to God, but your promises is your word. And right about now, the church word ain't really no good, because every time you promise God something, we don't come through with it. You promise him that I'm gonna read this week, God, and you can't even make that, and you can't come through with that one. Oh, I'm hitting somebody there. You may promise it, God, and God, I'm going to tell somebody your goodness. So, today when I go out and you spend all day long working, and you still not told nobody about his goodness. Pause, Salah, and think about that. See, right about now, you're thinking about the promises that you made to God and you have not came through with. I got news for you today. God said, go ahead and repent for that promise and do the promise again. I want you to make it again. I want you to make it again. Make it again. See, what the devil wants you to do is stop making promises to God. He wants you to get in the mindset that, I can never fulfill it. But God said, if you just keep fighting, and you keep pressing, because one thing she didn't do, she didn't give up her press. She did not give up pressing into God. It didn't matter that it was taking a long time. God had already taken a long time to give her a son, and even while she was praying, he was taking a long time. She said, but since I'm here, I might as well press. I might as well fight. I might as well get in his faith. Maybe he'll hear my cry. Maybe if I stick a vow to it, maybe I'll put a promise on it, he'll hear my cry. And two things. Case number one, she did with her vow. Case number one is that she said, Lord, listen, if you give me a son, if you give me a promise, if you give me what I'm asking for, that's in the unseen, if you bring it to the seen, God, she said, first thing I'll do, I'll give it back to you. And right about now, you ought to be scratching your head, because maybe the reason why God had answered your prayers, because he knew that you would not give it back to him if he gave it to you. That's the reason why he said, I ain't giving it to you because you'll go about your own business. God can't trust you with $1 million because you'll be out. He can't trust you with a new house because you'll be out. He can't trust you with that job because you'll be out. Well, if you give it to me, I'll give it back to you. If you give me that gift, I'll give it back to you. Sometimes you get in that place, you're like, I've lost it. God said, listen, I'll give it back to you, but you got to give it back to me. That was number one part of the vow. That's the first part about she gave it back to him. She said, I'll give it back to you. You give me another chance, Lord, I'll give the chance back to you. See, if you don't have nothing else, you can say that, Lord, if you just give me another chance, I'll give the chance back to you. What do you mean? I'll give my life back to you. If you just set me up again, put me back in the house of prayer one more time, realign me with your will, stir me up, give up again, God. If you put me back again, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back. Are you willing to give it back to him? When he's willing to give it to you, are you willing to give it back to him? And then not only that, she says, not only do I want to give it back to you, but I do another promise. She said, Lord, I will allow I will not allow his head to be shaven and to be shorn, to be cut. And I said, God, what do you say? He said, tell the people that what she was saying was, I'm willing for you to shave it, God, the way you want to shave it. Because sometimes you'll give it to God, but you want him to do it the way you want to do it. God, I'll give you my son, God, but I want you to save him like this. I'll give you my daughter, God, but I want you to save her like this. Then she said, God, if I give it to you, I'll let you shape it like you want to shape it. I'll let you handle it the way you want to handle it. Don't worry, I didn't see it until the Holy Ghost showed me to. I said, God, what are you saying? He said, sometimes you'll put it in my lap, but then you want to play with it and move it the way you want to move it. Decide when you want to pour it in and pour it out and dress it up and what colors you want to put on it. You decide. But when it's mine, said the Lord. Can he trust you with the blessing? If he give it to you, can he trust you with it? Or will you love enough? One thing what I know about God, he'll never be second. You can't never put him in a third. He won't even be second. If he can't be God over all, he won't be God at all. He's never left in the trunk as a spare. He cannot be second thought. He got to be rolling. Yeah, he's a God that's, listen, he cannot be your co-pilot. He got to be the pilot. He's Lord of all, not Lord at all. This is so we're thinking, I'm like, God, okay, Lord, I see myself, I put in your lap, but I tried to change it. I tried to move it. I tried to shape it the way I thought. So at the head, when I cut his head, thinking, redesign thinking. She said, I will not do that. I'll give it to you and let you work with it. All you have to do is let me see what's unseen. When the man of God said, okay, you're not drunk, you actually sin in heaven, you're really talking to God. He said, then let it be unto you. She didn't even discredit the man of God. Because she knew if the anointing had been there once, you dare not to touch it. Oh, y'all didn't miss that. So just in case I prophesy to you and I'm missing, do not touch God's anointing and do his prophet no harm. She had enough to know, you know what, he's been touched before by the Lord. I ain't going to even come against him. So since you're saying and you're prophesying properly now, yet I agree with what you're saying. He said, let it be unto you as you request, woman of God. Let the baby come out. Let it come forward. Let your gift come. She said, yes. Watch this. And the scripture says, and then she went and her countenance changed. And the Lord says, you need to change the way you look about your situation.
Wow, all right.
He already told you he was going to do it. You need to look like you're already victorious. You need to look like you're already a winner. You ain't coming out of the house of God and you looking sad. I say, I don't understand it. How can you be in God's brother and still look like you're defeated? There's no way a believer should be in God's brother and still looking like you're defeated. Well, you know, I'm not emotional. I don't care if you're not emotional. Get emotional. Be excited. At some point, you holler for something. And sometimes you holler for something. You got a football team, a dance team, a picture. You got something. Even when you're back in the world, you did the jig a little bit of something. And sometimes you have happiness and joy. You dance for something. Come on now. Somehow, once you say you ain't never happy, you ain't never changed your look. Just smile. Look at your neighbor and say, smile. Yeah, that's it. Look at it. Some of y'all who hadn't smiled all day are smiling now. It's contagious. That's good. Change your countenance. Change your countenance. I hear you. Change this. Yeah. Get to your job. They need to see you differently. How you going to be a testimony of light that's shining in darkness? And you go to work, you just always looking mean or mad and sour. Just whatever the sour jaw things, records you eating, stop eating them. Sour punch, yeah, stop eating those lemon heads or whatever. Stop eating those things. You got stuff going on in the flesh that's, change your countenance. That was a part of her getting what she prayed for, was changing her countenance. Final point, it says, and she went up, listen, and she worshiped God. She worshiped God. When she bowed to Him, she surrendered to Him, she yielded to Him. We know that's a mandate. You got to worship God. Truly defining worship has to do with obedience. That's a strong definition of worship. Obedience. And also you got a physical manifestation of bowing down, which means to yield to. That means you got to come to agreement with the process that God has you in. He has you in a particular process. In other words, you're going to get to that place, but you got to go through some things. And she was okay with going through things to get to her outcome. There's a purpose for it to get you to destiny, the appointed place. So she came to agreement with it. I agree, Lord. When are we going to agree with what God is planning for our life? Play, bro. And the scripture says, and she knew Him. The unseen is not going to be seen till you get pregnant.